The time is now, the time is here. Round up the soldiers and lend me your ear. Pick your head up, stick your chest out, be strong. Listen closely, cause men can't always be wrong. The time is now, the time is here. Round up the soldiers and lend me your ear. Pick your head up, stick your chest out, be strong. Listen closely, cause men can't always be wrong. Men can't always be. Men can't always be. Men can't always be wrong. Men can't always be. Men can't always be. Men can't always be. Men can't always be wrong. Men can't always be.
What up, everybody? It's your guy T Swin, and this is the Men Can't Always Be Wrong podcast, brought to you by CTR Media. And I'm one of your hosts, T Swin, always going for the win. And we got a very important show once again, because this is something serious dealing with men, young men of all ages, with these two news lines that recently popped up. And I'm gonna bring in my other host, JB. Let's get it.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy J Bean. We back at it again. Yeah, man. Gonna give our opinion on these, situations with these two young, successful men that's making like poor decisions, man.
Oh yeah. So if you haven't had your head under a rock, I'm pretty sure you've been familiar with what's going on with what happened with Travis Rudolph, former NFL wide receiver, and of course Zion Williamson of the New Orleans Pelicans. But first we're gonna start off with Mr. Travis Rudolph. Mr. Travis Rudolph is a FSU star football player. He was in the NFL for a couple seasons. He got injured, was working his way back to try to get to the CFL, try to make his way back to the NFL, but he was involved with a lady that we're going to say he shouldn't have been involved with. And dealing with this woman caused him to be behind bars waiting for a decision by a jury in a murder case.
Yeah.
Right. So he was dating this lady. The lady winded up being married the whole time she was talking to him. She said she never told him that she was married because she felt like it wasn't important to say. All right.
Yeah, that's important.
It's very important because you're putting a man's life in danger.
Yeah.
And also men too. If you going after a married woman, you putting yourself in danger.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Man, it was one time, man, the chick wasn't even married, but she was dating a dude and he was locked up. And so she invited me over. This is in my military days. So she invited me over. I go inside the house. She tell me to come on upstairs, the studio apartment. I go upstairs. Man, there's karate trophies everywhere. It's katana blades, it's size, it's bow, it's stabs with the blade on the end, it's Chinese stars.
You read the Afro Samurai.
Exactly, bro. Show enough. Ran in the show enough. I'm looking at pictures of him winning competitions all over the place. And she said, lay back and relax. Man, I took my shirt off, but I kept my Air Force Ones on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, just in case you had to run, huh?
Man, I seen the dude before. I seen him on base. He was military too. He didn't look like he knew none of that stuff.
Hey, it's always the one you don't think.
Man, they got pictures of him breaking bricks and breaking boards and all kind of stuff. And so any little noise I heard it. I thought the door was opening, man. I couldn't relax. I got the hell up out of there.
Yeah,
you know,
most definitely. That wise decision, my friend.
There were too many weapons around, and this brother seemed to be pretty skilled.
Yeah,
from the evidence that was laying around.
Yeah,
they say context clues and be aware of your surroundings.
Yeah, you about to get a foreshadow and ass whooping.
Exactly, bro. Yeah, I can see it to the future right there. But yeah, Mr. Travis Rudolph was dealing with this woman. He had been dating her for a while, and then he decided to pretty much call it quits with her. Break up with her. He had already had somebody else. She came over to his Palm Beach, Florida house, grabbed his phone, went through the phone, seen the other young lady he was talking to, called her, threatened her, called his mama, threatened his mama, threatened his brother was there in the house with him, and started blowing up the spot. She broke his PlayStation. She destroyed other things. She hit him across the head with a liquor bottle. She repeatedly put her hands on him. He didn't put his hands on her because he said he was raised not to hit women. Said mama taught him not to hit women. And the Ring camera caught all this, you know, on the porch where she's punching him in the head, hitting him with the hammer fist in the head, assaulting him. You know.
And thank God it was recorded, man, because you know.
Yeah, man. And then so then she finally gets in her car. I believe she busted his window in his vehicle.
Yeah.
He stopped her one time, but I think she went back and busted the window, and then she eventually leave. But she text messaged her brother, and a couple of his friends to say, "Hey, come shoot his house up." You know, she said, "Come shoot his shit up."
Yeah.
Right. And then one of the guys responded, "Oh, he a dead man walking," because she told him that he had put his hands on her, that he had slammed her to the ground, and that he had disrespected her. So they all charged up, ready to come over there and do something. They say they're coming over there.
Of course, they're gonna protect the honor of their sister. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
that's an admirable thing to do, to protect your loved one. But she wrong for giving out false information. You know, and you can't make nobody that don't want you. So that should have been dead in the water anyway.
Yeah, and the thing about that is too, man. I'm gonna say something. Like, people know their family members.
Yeah,
everybody know they got a family member that they could believe in something. The situation real, or oh man, they up here fibbing. They're making something up. They fabricating a story. They always got something going
on.
Yeah. So everybody should know their loved ones and how they, their personality and their characteristics. And so her brother got with 3 of his homeboys. They jump up in the car, they ride over. They got caught on the Ring camera too. They on this man's front porch.
Yeah,
hoodied up and everything, banging on the door. You need to see him. The dude mama had came over there. So she's showing them on the camera like, hey, this is the proof. My son didn't put his hands on your sister.
Yeah.
They wasn't hearing it. So altercation happened, and they tussling, and they get on the front porch fighting everything, man. They get in the front yard, man. One of the guys had a gun. Travis Rudolph had to grab a gun to protect himself. He told him to leave. He said, leave. One of the guys pulled the weapon and in the form of in the fashion of where he was drawing down, and Travis Rudolph went to firing.
Yeah.
Firing multiple rounds at the car, killing the guy in the passenger side, wounding another one. So they had him on murder charges. This man, I think this happened 2 years ago. So this man is, locked up, waiting, decision on his life.
Yeah.
And recently
for a murder charge. Yeah.
Yeah, he was found not guilty on all 4 counts of the charges he was charged with, and got his freedom back. While this lady was on the stand, she lied while she was on the stand. She denied things. They had all the text messages that she tried to, the incriminating text messages that she tried to delete. They had all of them there for evidence. Go ahead.
This is my thing, man. Like, so what kind of consequences did she get? Is there any kind of consequences? It should be a penalty, man.
Exactly.
Some kind of penalty.
They need to fix this justice system, because you already know if you lying on stand, that's perjury.
Yeah. I think she should be charged with murder, because it's her. The cause of everything was because of her.
Yeah, the reason why that family member died was on her.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Unfortunately, man, they got people out, not just women, men too, that do shady stuff like this because they can't have you no more. They go to extremes to make you to punish you. So
yeah, people get stupid, they get crazy. You don't want to be with them no more. They want to come tear your stuff up or make your life miserable.
Yeah,
and I think she should be charged, man. It's no different than putting a hit out on somebody. You call somebody to come shoot somebody.
Exactly.
What's the difference putting a hit? People go to jail for putting hits on people.
No, that she should be charged. She should they should make adultery a crime too, because she married. Why should they? Yeah. You in a whole situation.
So she assaulted this man. She destroyed his property.
She cheated on her husband.
She threatened his mother, new girlfriend, him, his family. and then send some people over there to shoot him. Why she ain't locked up?
Yeah.
Why she not facing time? Because if the shoe was on the other foot.
Oh yeah, be under the cell.
Yeah, they wouldn't want to hear anything he had to say.
Yeah.
I got a family member dealing with something kind of similar to that. Well, a female that he was dealing with, she put her hands on him. But if the roles are reversed, and she got a background, if the roles are reversed, he'd be already locked up waiting for a decision.
Yeah.
He's been allowed to roam free. You know, while this is going on, and they keep extending. But hopefully, man, justice is served. And you know, karma is a mother.
Oh yeah, most definitely, man. Like man, I don't even know why they put that man on trial anyway. He was protecting himself. If somebody pull a gun on you, man.
Yeah, and Florida got the stand your ground law. You know?
But like I don't know the law in Florida, so but if somebody pull a gun on me, man, you getting shot because I don't know your intent. I hate to say it like that, but I'd rather be judged by a jury than dead to carry by 6, as the saying goes.
So about 12 and carry by 6.
This on the intent that they on his property and then draw it down on him.
Yeah.
It shouldn't even been to court. That should have been open and shut, really.
I
don't know why they even took that man through that.
And they tell us, they say don't draw your weapon unless you tend to use it.
Exactly.
So don't pull a weapon and go brandishing a weapon because you may end your own life. You may initiate the ending of your life.
So my question is this: did they charge him because they were running from him and he still shot down on them, and that's why they did the charge? Or I personally don't get it.
I'm not sure. They came and they already put hands on them.
Yeah,
and they came with a weapon.
Yeah,
they came with evil intent. They didn't come over there to sing Kumbaya.
Yeah,
or to listen. Because they didn't want to hear nothing. They were trying to show them the video, like, hey, man, my brother didn't put his hands on your sister.
And then on top of that, they forced their way into that man's house.
Man, the scuffle and everything. They was fighting in the doorway, man. The scuffle is on the ring camera.
So, you don't know. When somebody pull a weapon on you, that's it. I'm sorry. I'm firing, too.
Yeah.
So,
and so, man, this woman, man, she married the whole time. Somebody asked the question, would you stay married to somebody like that?
No,
because no.
She just waiting for the next best thing to come along.
Yeah, because supposedly, man, he was trying to work his way back into the NFL.
Yeah, she looking for that. She looking for that payday.
Yeah, and what set her off? They say really set her off was when he told her that the other female looked better than her. Yeah. And then she went into a bigger rage. But you fighting over a dude and you got a whole husband at home.
Exactly. But what she
I've experienced that. I got a story on that too.
Maybe
I got never had stories.
I see. Yeah. That's that military life.
I got a gang of stories.
Yeah, that's that military life. All right. Shout out to the military. Is that the right hand?
Salute. Yeah. But man, that go ahead, JB.
I was just saying, man, it's like she was looking for a free ride and it backfired. That's why I seen it kind of put on her emotions, I guess. So I think that's where that escalated from. She didn't get she didn't get what she thought was going to happen to happen. Man, a person like that when a man has financial success, he has options,
Yeah.
So he ain't got to stick to no one woman. So.
Yeah. And so, sometimes people get used to living a lavish lifestyle but it's not theirs.
Yeah. It's not that. Yeah,
it's that person's lifestyle.
Exactly.
You didn't elevate that person. That person elevated you to their lifestyle.
Yeah.
So when you leave, you go back to the lifestyle that you had when they find you.
Yeah.
Especially if you didn't use some knowledge to try to bring your own lifestyle up to the level that you enjoying with this person.
Yeah.
You're gonna go
they weren't equally I forgot the word they say. They were equally it's a word I can't think of it right now, but they weren't equals, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but that just goes to show you not just for men but for women also, man. You gotta make sure that you got your own goals and priorities and pursue them yourself to get where you need to be, because you can't depend on a person to always be there,
Yeah.
to provide a certain side of life. If you used to a certain lifestyle, you should be able to provide it for yourself.
Yeah. Now, man, this lady was not a very attractive woman. And supposedly she had just had a BBL surgery done too when this situation happened.
Not the BBL.
Yeah, so getting that to try to impress him, but I think he said something along the line like the other chick was finer than her and natural.
Yeah,
I think that's what it was said. So
yeah, man.
Boom. But
man,
you live in you're in a whole nother caliber, bro. Like you're in a whole nother bracket. You shouldn't be messing with that, man. Yeah. And if she's already been putting her hands on you before,
that's a red flag right there.
Y'all not living together. You're not married. You ain't got to put up with that. Yeah. And even if you is married and living together, you ain't got to put up with that.
Yeah, and if she up there, I ain't gonna say. Yeah, I'm gonna say it. If she up there cutting on herself to enhance herself, she ain't self-confident. She ain't got no self-esteem anyway.
She insecure.
Yeah. Man, I don't know why these women want to cut on themselves, man. Just go hit the gym, bro.
Yeah, and those are into something else that happened too, man. Shout out to DC Young Fly, but his lady, she died due to having cosmetic surgery.
Yeah.
Somebody said she was having a mommy makeover and complications happened and she passed.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say that, man. Ladies out there, love yourself.
Yeah.
God created you a certain way. Love yourself. Don't like something. The gym is right down the street. $20 a month.
Yeah, man, and it's ain't nobody. Well, I ain't gonna say that either, because people probably have died at the gym. No pun intended.
Yeah, but that's why there's instructions on the equipment. Make sure you give us somebody who knows. Get yourself a personal trainer. Yeah, they professionally trained and showing you how to target the areas you need to target. You got a little belly fat, target that. You got a little cellulite, target that.
And like for me, man, this is my personal preference. The women who actually do it naturally, they look better than me than that fake crap, to me,
because it becomes a lifestyle. It's not a quick fix.
Yeah,
I've known people that didn't had stomach surgeries, and they didn't bust their stomach back open because they continue eating the same way they were eating before the surgery, and almost had poison in their insides. Almost died because they bust their stomach open. They had the surgery to shrink their stomach, make it small.
Yeah, and they not only that, they get all that loose skin and stuff. Man, if you gonna do it, just do it naturally, man.
Yeah.
Discipline yourself, change your eating habits, and get in that gym.
It's gonna change. It's gonna change your mindset. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna become a lifestyle. You're gonna get up. You're gonna see the progress. You're gonna feel the progress. If you go have a surgery, you ain't changed nothing. You ain't changed your stamina, your wind, your energy. Yeah. You ain't did nothing.
Yeah, that goes for not just females, but men too. Man, don't be trying to enhance yourself.
Yeah, exactly, man.
Do it naturally. It ain't worth, and to me, it's not worth the risk. Like, man, we all gonna get old, man. It's inevitable. We're gonna get old. So.
They say Father Time is undefeated.
So you're gonna age. You're gonna crack. We weren't meant to be here for forever anyway.
Yeah.
So
our time is limited.
Enjoy the journey. Enjoy the ride.
Mm-hmm.
But you're not here. You're not gonna be here forever.
Yeah.
But man, look at Method Man. Man, Method Man look like he's like in his 30s. He doing his thing.
Yeah.
Not only Method Man. I ain't gonna talk about the Smith family, but I forgot the grandma's name. Grandma still look good. What's her name? I forgot her name.
Jada Pinkett.
Yeah, Mama. Jada Pinkett's mother. I forgot her name, but she be in that gym, man. Holly Berry, she still look good. J-Lo, she still look good. They be in that gym.
Mm-hmm.
Just hit the gym, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh yeah,
that's my fitness advice for the week.
Now this brother, he made the wrong decision by picking choosing to be involved with this lady.
Yeah, but go
ahead, bro.
I was gonna say, but he didn't know she was married, so we can't say that. That should have been warning number one. But
if she physical, leave that alone. Woman putting her hands on you, man. She disrespecting you, talking to you in a crazy way, man. Chunk the deuce.
Yeah.
Now you say chunk the deuce. That's what we say down here in H-Town.
As I leave. Burnt off.
Yeah. Burn rubber on me. Yeah.
But yeah, man, he got caught up in a situation. Through the grace of God, he was able to come out. I ain't gonna say unscathed because he was spent some time in jail.
Exactly. He got hit with a bottle. He had punched and all kind of stuff, man. And it wasn't the first time.
Yeah. But my thing is they have all that evidence that she punched him and hit him and stuff. She did go to jail, man.
Yeah. Yep. Damage his vehicle, all that, put the hit out. Yeah, she needed to do some time.
And then he did time. That's time out of his life.
Exactly.
He supposed to be trained to get back in the league. So how much money did he cost him?
Yeah.
When he was trying to get back to his profession.
Now, because like they say, man, believe all women. One of the slogans was believe all women. There's so many guys. And man, they say, do your due diligence, do your research, look into each case. Because there's been so many guys that have been lied on by saying that somebody forcibly took, had sex with them or something like that, or did this and that, and guys lost their livelihood. They lost their careers. They lost their reputations, for a lie because somebody was upset.
Yeah.
Because somebody was succeeding without them. I had somebody tell me, I'm going to make your life a living hell just because they did me wrong and I didn't want them anymore. I stopped talking to them. I caught them in what they was doing. I stopped talking to them. I just act like they wasn't alive, didn't exist. And they say, when we went to court, they was like, you know what? I'm gonna make your life a living hell. I said, what for? I didn't do anything to you. Sometimes it goes that way.
Oh yeah.
And then sometimes people get mad because they know you was a good person and you was doing all these things for them. Now you're possibly going to be doing that for somebody else, or you're already doing it for somebody else. Yeah. And you're not the meal ticket anymore.
Exactly. Or when you do a recruit from whatever happened, then they don't want to see, when you do get back on your feet, then they see what they missed out on, then they try to get you too.
Yeah. Or they try to make the comeback.
Yeah.
Like they say, man, don't go backwards.
Yeah. Yeah. My advice, this is personal situations. I've done it, call myself being in love. I done went back to situations that I shouldn't have went back to, but it is what it is. You live, you learn.
Mm-hmm.
You move on. But yeah, man, that's a tough situation, man. But what about the Zion Williams situation, man? That's
now Zion's another young guy. We already had Ja Morant. He's messing up, and he's what, 22, 23?
Yeah,
messing up. Now here we got Zion Williamson, basketball star. He's been out for a little bit because he had the hamstring injury, so he missed the end of the season. Zion Williamson, man, 22 years old, has a baby on the way with a 30-year-old New Orleans stripper. She has a background of running scams, credit scams, all kind of stuff. And he just had a baby shower with her. That boy 22, she 30. She a stripper. Some people say she's been in other adult work. So she know the game.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And in my eyes, and most guys would say, this is a meal ticket for her.
Exactly what it is.
18-year meal ticket. You know what I'm saying?
She done went 31 years without getting pregnant. All of a sudden she's getting pregnant. Okay.
Oh, supposedly she already got a kid that's almost grown.
Oh, dang.
And, so, and then the other
issue, she was 15 then? Like, she's almost grown. Dang, start early.
Yeah. And then the other thing is there was another female that he was dealing with. She got upset because she found out he got this other girl pregnant. And she's a 31-year-old ex-porn star. So adult star, which is crazy, man. So she gets upset. She posts on Twitter. She posts all the text messages between him and her. How he say he gonna pay for everything. He wanted to come down to New Orleans. He got them both staying in the same city. He paying for everything. She talking about all the intimate acts they do, sexual acts they do, what he did to her. You know, talking down on them in the bedroom and all kinds of stuff like that, posting it for the world to see. And she said she's still in control, that she's gonna be number one.
Of course she upset. She about to miss. She about to be. She went from probably being number one to now she moved down in the ranks, and now she's number two. You know,
she didn't even know about the old girl until the baby shower.
Yeah,
so she was still getting the same treatment. She was still getting the treatment. She told her chick, you done for being a baby mama. It's better to be a kept girlfriend, being secret.
Yeah. She upset because she knows she about to lose that position. That's what that's about. But
And she
not
bragging that
saying
she's still gonna have the position.
nah, but not saying what I'm not by any means saying that Zion is right in what he did. He shouldn't have been doing what he's doing, you know.
She
He's
should have been
wrong in
doing a
that.
whole lot smarter.
Yeah. But now he in a situation where he got to pay a lot of child support because he's making that bread.
Yeah, 'cause she ain't getting rid of that baby.
Oh no, that's a meal ticket.
She gonna make sure she have a healthy pregnancy.
Yeah, she up there singing 50 Cent songs. Have a baby by me. Become a millionaire. That's what she's singing.
Yeah.
But
the other onion grapes.
Yeah, the other one. She upset. She upset. Well, she has a reason to be upset. You know, he lied to her. So, man,
that's an arrangement.
It's an arrangement, but still,
that's an arrangement. The arrangement didn't stop. She talking about she upset that she said that he put her life in danger by having unprotected sex with other women.
But she's a porn star.
But you're
yeah.
Make it make sense.
It don't make sense.
As the late great Kevin Samuel say, you know, man, make it make sense.
Well, it's like he messing with the wrong women, man.
Can't make this up.
Yeah. Messing with the wrong
he's
women.
22, so I'm like, he young, and I feel like this man. He would be invisible if he wasn't 6'6" and had an NBA contract.
Exactly.
Worth $200 million. He would be invisible.
Yeah.
When he first came out, bro, he always had his parents with him. You always seen his mama and daddy with him. You know?
Yeah, you know how it is. When people get a mass flux of money, we said this before on other podcasts. When people get that mass flux of money, man, it's a whole new world, man. The things you're able to do and the stuff you have access to, it changes your mindset, especially if you're not ready for it. Because, you know, they say that you don't fully mature anyway till you get like 25 anyway.
Yeah.
So he still got a child's brain. He's what, 21? You just get that man millions?
Yeah.
21, 22, he got millions?
I feel like that happens a lot too, man, because we got more of a window to, like, you know, mess up and get our stuff right than women do. You know, due to nature. Because we can create kids. A man usually don't hit his stride till late 30s and 40s. You know?
Yeah.
And we can create kids all the way up into our 80s. You know? But women, their youth, their beauty is that a lot of times they bargain the chip.
Yeah.
And then they start getting of age. It's very difficult to have kids. And then there's always younger, beautiful women coming into the picture that they got to compete with.
Yeah.
You know? So sometimes I feel like, you know, dudes got more of a window they can screw up and get it right.
I'm not going to. I ain't going to say that, man. Because, like, man, the way the system is set up now, man, it's set up for them to win, bro.
I ain't talking about like screwing up, like having kids and all that kind of stuff. Nah, I'm talking about like trying to find yourself. You might go flat broke, get yourself back up. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that.
But that's the thing, though.
You can always create your family later on.
Yeah, but that's the thing, though. Is with women, is they always gonna find. There's always gonna be some sucker. It's always gonna be some sucker. It might not be the sucker they want, but it's gonna be some sucker.
It's gonna be somebody. There's gonna be somebody to settle for.
It's gonna be a settle for, but it's always some sucker.
He had the high school crush on him forever, and she ignored him all the way until nobody else wanted him.
Exactly. It's always gonna be some simp out there.
Yeah.
So like I said, I think me personally, I think men have it a little bit rougher because we don't have that. I'm trying to say it in a nice mannerable way.
Just say it, bro.
We don't have that irresistible gift that God gave them. That better say it like that.
Gotcha.
So you know they always gonna find somebody late. They always gonna find somebody that's gonna lay with them. You know.
Yeah.
Like a man. You know what I'm saying? Well,
Yeah, woman can go outside right now and say, "Here it is. Who want it?"
Exactly.
And the guy say, "Hey, here it is. Who want it?"
Everybody exactly.
Sir, get on the ground. Get on the ground, sir. Indecent exposure.
Yeah. they'll never be. They're only lonely by choice. They'll never be lonely. Like you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. That is
So
that is true. I believe that.
think about it when a man get older and stuff. Let's if they're not financially have a lot of finances to what we call it, be a trick. Just
Yeah,
trick out money and stuff. No woman gonna look at them.
be a sucker, be a sugar daddy.
Yeah, if you ain't get that money, they gonna. If you broke, man, no woman gonna pay you no attention because you have no
Yeah.
way of providing the things that they want, which is
I remember.
materialistic.
Yeah, I remember one time back in the day that I went to go get I had a good job. My credit wasn't right yet because somebody had screwed it up.
Yeah,
but I had a good paying job, really good paying job. So I go to get this SRT Challenger, right? And the dude's like, "Yeah, man, we let you get it, man. You make the money, but yeah, man, your credit bad." And then he says, "Hey, bro, if you was a female, we give you this car right now." And I was like, "What?" He's like, "Yeah, man, because you're gonna have your daddy to help you pay it. You're gonna have your boyfriend to help you pay it, or you're gonna have your husband to help you pay it. If you a female, we give this car to you, no question.
yeah.
But you a dude."
Yeah, you got to find a way when you're a dude.
He's like, "Hey, bro, man, get your credit straight and come back, man."
Yeah.
I was like, "All right."
You got to stand on your own when you're a man. Ain't nobody gonna come save you. No.
Yeah.
The first thing gonna tell you, "Oh, you a man, you gotta go get it." That's the first thing gonna say anyway.
But man, but shoot, both of these women are older than Zion Williamson.
Yeah.
So they know the game.
Is that
They running game, and you gotta think about New Orleans, bro. You'd have been in New Orleans.
I had Woody.
Yeah. Game, and more game.
Yeah.
Now G, when I say be trying to run G. So if you ain't got your eyes open, your ears open,
yeah,
they say keep your nose closed.
Them hand grenades get you in trouble.
Yeah, you gonna get game. And she saw him coming. It's almost like the female that went into Drake's trash to go get the condom.
Yeah.
And they try to say he was bad for putting hot sauce in the condom in the trash.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? What kind of person are you to reach in the garbage can and then put something inside?
Hey, did some lady do that to somebody else? And then got child support?
Yeah, somebody did that. Somebody did that. There was another lady. Yeah. It was a lady. It was two females that did it back in the day to an NFL player.
Yeah.
One of them one of them performed fellatio. Got the guy semen, put it in a turkey baster. He got her and a homegirl pregnant. DNA test came back that he was a father, and he was like, I didn't sleep with this female, and I don't even know this one. But the DNA test came back that he was the father of both of these little boys. And then the female was like, boom, yeah, I got me and my girl pregnant. And then he wound up getting custody because she told on herself.
Yeah, that's dirty, bro.
They thought they was trying to be rich. It's a dirty world. Yeah. Now, it's people on both sides. There are dudes that go out there and try to milk females. You know what I'm saying? Because I one thing I can tell you this. I can't stand to see a dude driving a female's car.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Riding around a female car while she working. And he at the house playing video game with his pants sagging in flip-flops. And slides. That gets on my nerve, bro.
Hey, don't be hating on the flip-flops.
We said it before.
Yeah, we didn't
say it before. On my nerve, man. To me, you less than a man when you do that.
Yeah, most definitely. But it's just, man, it's just the society we live in now, man. It's no that covenant between man and woman is not there like it used to be. I ain't gonna say our parents. I don't say our grandparents.
Yeah,
that generation, man. That generation was a whole different breed of people.
Yeah,
they were loyal. They believe in the covenant of a marriage.
Yeah.
So it's not like that anymore, man. It's just people going from one situation to one situation, not trying to make a situation work. They just I can just bounce and I find somebody else. You don't have to. But what happens when you go from person to person? Besides, making more drama, because Now you got baby mama 1, baby mama 2. You know
Exactly.
what I'm saying? Then that person's not gonna love. If you get married again, the person you made them kids with, that person that you married with, not necessarily gonna love your child. You know?
Yeah.
So it's just make more drama for yourself.
Man, there was an article not too long ago of a woman where she wanted the dude to put his daughter up for adoption because she said he paid too much attention to his daughter and she couldn't stand the little girl because she looked too much like the deceased mother.
Yeah.
And she was pregnant with his baby. They was getting ready to get married. She was pregnant with a child and she didn't want to raise the child that she was having for him with the daughter he already had. She wanted him to get rid of the daughter he already had. It's like, come on, man.
Yeah.
We live in a crazy world.
Yeah, most definitely, man. So,
yeah,
like I said, we always
man, hit the like button, man. You rocking with the MCABW podcast. Men can't always be wrong. Hit that like button, subscribe, share, hit the comment, man. Hit the like button. Don't take no energy to do that. Just hit the like button. Make sure you check us out on all podcasting platforms: Spotify, iHeart, iTunes, Apple Podcasts, Google Pods, man, Amazon, Audible. We everywhere.
Yeah, like going back to what we're talking to, man. It's just this world, man. I don't know if I ain't gonna say this world. It's still parts of. Nah, it's just world, man. I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm waiting for people to turn the pillar of salt. That's what I'm waiting on.
Would you just say it's the world or is it the Western world?
Yeah, well, nah, man. Like the East is. I done heard stuff. No, I got a lot of friends that are from other parts of the world. They saying that this internet, internet reaches a worldwide. They starting to ruin all people over there too. So
yeah. My neighbors are from Honduras.
Yeah.
And man, shout out to Honduras. And I asked them one time. I said, "Hey, bro, you got any single family members or something like that?" Hey, I'm thinking I might have to go back to South America. And he was like, "Man, it's changed too." He said, "Social media has corrupted." He said, "My home country." He said, "Because now the females got access to everybody through Instagram." He said, "Now the little local dude ain't got a chance because now this woman is getting attention from somebody in a whole nother country who has more income than the local dude who would have had a shot and had a chance." And he said they getting their mind corrupted from the images and all that, and people sending gifts just off of their picture, sending money just off of their picture. Yeah. And now the regular dude don't have a chance.
Yeah. But they say that the internet has made the world small, man, because you can reach out to people all over the world now.
Yeah, it's got its benefits, bro. Because that's how we got some, I guess.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? They on the other side of the country. They on the side of the country, the states, and we've been able to bring them in, and and do something beautiful with them. Yeah, the internet could be used for good. It could be used for bad.
Yeah,
and it's been used for a lot of bad.
Bad, right?
Yeah, but we're gonna take a commercial break. We're gonna come back. And we're gonna talk about some other things that happened this evening, man. Some more things that got the culture looking bad. It's your guys at MCABW podcast. Men can't always be wrong.
Hit the like button, fool.
Yeah.
Listen, if anybody's interested in getting into podcasting, grab this book. Go on Amazon, grab this book. It goes with me almost everywhere. This book has like a workbook. It has places you can fill it in. It tells you how to monetize your podcast. It tells you how to set it up. It tells you about sponsorships. Listen, go on Amazon and get this book. And this is the Bible for podcasters. Listen, it was ranked number 1 in podcasting books. Look right here. Best new podcasting book by Book Authority. Right there. Boom. And a little secret. Y'all, when you grab this book, I think it's page 43. There is a code on there. Listen, you can get access to her class, her course. Get her course. It's worth hundreds of dollars. But this book it's less than $50. Grab this book on Amazon. I'm telling you, I carry it everywhere. She is the best. Grab this book on Amazon.
What up, everybody? It's your guy T Swing. As you know, I was recently featured in the Trucker Magazine's March issue for my transportation music. Well, the wait is finally over. The transportation music is here now. Man, you can play it, stream it, download it, buy it, man. Spread the word. Good, clean music that jams. Be a part of history in the making, man. The first ever all transportation music album ever. Our own genre, transportation music. Ride what you got, T Swing. Let's get it.
Yes, let me show you how to pick it up and move it. Homie, this is transportation music. Something to ease your mind while you're cruising. Homie, this is transportation music.
And we are back again, man. Shout out to Dr. Tina Ramsey of CTR Media Network and her book, The Power of Podcasting, is available. Make sure you go get it. It's a great read, lots of knowledge. If you're looking into getting into podcasting, man, read the book or go to CTR Media, ask her for a consultation, and find how you can get into podcasting and have a mentor and a coach, man. But man, back to this ratchetness of what's going on in the world. Tonight, Floyd Money Mayweather had a fight against John Gotti III. It was in Florida, I believe, Fort Lauderdale, Florida. And the melee broke out.
Yeah.
Well, just to start it all off, man, the whole event was pretty ratchet.
Yeah.
The performances was ratchet.
Yeah.
Everything was low grade, man. They didn't have the sound right. There were times you couldn't hear the ref, you couldn't hear the commentators on the side. It was too crowded in the venue.
The venue, yeah.
Man, Mayweather brought out his entourage. There's too many people. When they got to the main event with him and John Gotti III, they had to wait about 5 minutes for his entourage to clear the ringside. There was too many people outside, but over there by his corner, they had to get him out the way. Man, Blueface performed. Krishan, his pregnant baby mama, she performing. She out there performing. Got a pregnant belly out, twerking. I'm like, man. I'm like,
what is this mess?
We already get painted in a negative light, negative image, negative narrative.
Then that's on a national stage too,
bro.
Man.
This is a worldwide recognized man, so people around the world is getting this pay-per-view. And the ratchetness was on display.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Like,
and then,
I know that, I know they want to get the views and stuff. And I don't know if that was the reason, because they want a younger audience to tune in, I guess. That's what I'm assuming. Because, I'm assuming that I don't really follow Blueface and Krishan.
Nah, me neither, bro.
I hope I said her name right. But I know she was on a TV show recently, a reality show recently that did pretty well. I'm assuming it did well because they got spinoffs.
Then they had their own show together, and
But this is he in a situation like we were talking about earlier. He getting abused too.
Yeah.
Well, they abused each other. I ain't gonna say he getting abused.
Now he got a baby on the way with her.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Well, he said he getting a DNA test, but he's still with her.
Man, they up there. Yeah, she up there twerking. She got dancers, showing their booty and slapping each other on the butt. They had Jocelyn Hernandez. None of these are, like, to me, top of the line artists.
Exactly. Not to be on no pay-per-view.
Yeah. And so, man, to be like Mayweather cool with all the artists.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It had to be something in it for him. I don't know.
Yeah.
Something. It had to be something more than we know behind the scenes.
So, every song is, suck this, be that, be this, middle fingers up, F this, F that. And I'm like, man, nowhere, like we say before, no other radio stations play that kind of nonsense but hip-hop stations.
Yeah.
Ain't no pop stations, ain't no country stations, ain't no rock stations, ain't none of that. They ain't getting none of that brainwashing for poisoning.
Yeah.
Self-destruction.
Yeah. Now, there was a time in music, you had to, you had it in the music, but it was like subliminal. You had to really think about it to tell what it ain't no, they just say it now. They ain't no, you gotta use your brain to decipher.
Yeah.
They just straight saying it now. Like,
Murder Mook said it ain't about talent no more.
No, it's not.
Yeah. And so you had them performing, and the crowd wasn't moving. To me, the crowd wasn't feeling. Because I'm paying attention to the crowd. Well, nobody bothering me.
They ain't got no hits. So she got the vibe song. It's a vibe all the time. She got that song. That was, I think they did. I never heard it on the radio. I don't really listen to the radio anymore. I'm stuck in the 90s anyway. I stream everything.
Yeah.
Then he had the Tatiana song. That's about it. That's only 2 songs. I don't even know no other song for him besides that one. But then again, I ain't no 20-year-old. So
and he wasn't, and nobody was really performing. It's like they forgot the lyrics to their songs too, man. So he stood up there a lot and just danced. I'm saying, dude, maybe he too high to know the lyrics to his songs.
Yeah.
But it was poor. It's like people came out, they spent money for this event. Yeah. And y'all give them this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then
I say this about, people who could perform. Like, I'm not a Beyonce fan, but I some of her songs are catchy enough. I was not a Beyonce fan. Beehive don't attack me. But she put on a hell of a show, man. Like, I saw her live and I went to a Made in America concert. It's been some years. Yeah. And like, hey, she gives you a show. Like, she gives you a show. Like her performance is high level. Like, I'm not a Beyonce fan, but she kept she entertained me by her performance, man. She had the all-girl band rocking. She was changing outfit to outfit. At the end of her set, she blew glitter across the whole thing. Like, oh yeah, she a bad chick.
Yeah, so you was covered in glitter, JB.
Yeah, glitter. Yeah, the whole part was covered in glitter, not just me. So she's a hell of a performer, man. Like, but she caters to to females. I might have. I'm not gonna be singing to the left,
Yeah, she a hell of an artist. Yeah.
Yeah, man. She's a hell of an entertainer.
It's a couple of people I didn't like until I seen them perform. Like, I wasn't I wasn't a big fan of Fantasia. I know the girl can sing. Yeah. And I heard her songs on the radio. But I had bought tickets one time and seen her live. When I seen her live performance, man, she put on a hell of a show.
Yeah,
she
man.
She tore the house down, bro. And I was like, I became a fan after that. I was like, this girl sing that. I seen it for myself.
Yeah. It's not too many artists out here who can actually perform nowadays. Beyonce is one of them who can.
Yeah.
Younger people, I'm not a Doja Cat fan either, but she can perform though. I seen her perform on award shows. She's entertaining. Yeah, she's entertaining. Chris Brown, of course, he's gonna do his thing.
Oh yeah,
I seen Chris in person. Chris does his thing.
Yeah,
I can't even hate on Chris.
He's do a backflip like 10 feet off the ground.
Oh man, I'm trying to remember who was at that show. I went to a Chris Brown concert. It was him. I forgot who was opening for him, but that man danced he danced and sung for an hour and a half, bro. I got tired looking at him like, God, dude. He on the stage. He went, and he only took they take breaks in between set. He was literally off for 5 minutes. He was right back on the stage. Like, dude, I was like, you do this crap. No wonder you so skinny, bro. Because he be climbing the set and doing flips. I'm like, oh man. But yeah, he gives a good show too.
Circus LA.
Yeah. Hey, he gives a show though.
Yeah.
He gives such a good show. He gives a good show. I forgot who. I forgot who else was on tour with him.
That's how good it was.
That's how good it was. I forgot the other people.
Yeah. Man, now also with this Mayweather thing too, man, they kept is on this I guess this platform called Zeus is what the pay-per-view is on. And they have the show called Baddies West, and they kept advertising the show and the reunion, and they looking for a new cast for Baddies East. And I've never watched the show, but they kept playing the commercials. The commercials were long. There's 2-minute commercials. I'm like, they're just showing a bunch of black women calling each other bitches or putting hands on each other, twerking and pulling weave and lace fronts off.
Yeah, the little bit I know about that show is that you remember watch the Bad Girls Club back in the day? There's a show called the Bad Girls Club.
I never watched it, man.
Well, I
got 4 daughters. I don't want my daughters to watch that trash.
So there's a lady named Natalie Nunn. She was on the show, and she's the one that's behind the whole Baddies show. But I think they did a one for the guys. I don't know what the guys are called, but I think that's the one that had
boys, man.
Yeah, that's the one that has what's his name from B2K. and
I know you're talking about.
Orlando Jones, and there's another one from I haven't watched the show. From
Yeah,
is it B2K or
they showed the preview of it during the fight,
yeah.
and it's just a bunch of dudes fighting and looking like animals, man.
But, you know,
We already got the negatives. We already got stereotype that we animals.
Yeah,
you know,
you just support a stereotype. Yeah.
the people try to say that we less than human.
Yeah,
Man, go do your history. Go do your research and see who taught who in history.
Yeah,
but it's crazy, man. You know what? It's like all this material, this content they put up here, it just brings us down, man. It just makes us worse as a community and the culture. You know, like these images that they're showing, they're promoting. It's like this is what we got to offer out of all the beautiful and intelligent and you know and autistic
people, yeah,
things and people that we could show our youth.
Yeah.
This is what we displaying, or this is what we allowing them to display to us.
Yeah, that's the
who could twerk the best, you know.
Yeah, that's what make that's what make the money now. That's to show what the morals of the United States is right now.
Yeah, but other platforms with other people ain't doing that crap. You don't see it. What you might have had like a show on MTV that had a couple different races in it. You know what I'm saying? Or you might have had a Jersey Shore, but it ain't nowhere near this crap.
I've never watched that show, Jersey Shore. It never caught my interest.
I seen commercial highlights flipping through MTV back in the day because now music television don't show music.
Yeah, that's over with.
So, yeah,
well, like MTV2 and all that other stuff. So
yeah, they showing this nonsense. Now they showing the black females calling each other out their name, constantly cussing, putting hands on each other, seeing who could wear the ratchetest, most raunchiest outfits, and calling themselves bad bees. What about that make you a bad bee? Who could whine? Who could twerk? Can you clap your butt? What about that makes you a bad bee? You know, and they looking for candidates for the new season. Yeah. I'm like, bro, I don't see this in no other community for a TV show.
Yeah.
Come on with it.
That's true. But like I said, man, until we as a culture demand that stuff to be taken off, and they're gonna keep on pumping it to the kids because their kids imitate us too. You know what I'm saying? They're using us as a marketing tool.
Yeah.
Black culture kind of dictates what's cool. Because
we're the trendsetters.
Yeah, we're the trendsetters. Because think about it, we only make up 12% of the population, or 12, 13%, whatever it is. But for us, we have a lot of influence on what's considered cool.
Mm-hmm.
So they use us to set this, and then they gon' somewhere black door something else. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To sell something.
Yeah.
Everybody, think about it, man. Like, when do you ever see commercials for like these Louis Vuittons and Birkin and all this other stuff? You don't never see no commercial, but where you see them at on these TV shows?
You see it on TV shows. You see
on
it
these
on
reality TV shows. Yeah.
You see it in the music videos. The rappers talking about it. They say, "Man, we ain't got to pay for advertising because the rappers do enough of it for
free." Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy, huh?
Everything's about money. So until we as a culture say we're not gonna let us use us like that anymore, it's not gonna stop.
Yeah. So I'm advertising the Transportation music album. Yeah. Make sure you see it and make sure you buy that. All right. It's good, it's clean, it jams.
Yeah.
The boy got lyrics, I'm lyrical. So man, get something to stimulate your mind. Stimulate your mind, Chris. Stimulate your mind. Yeah.
Most definitely. It's good as it is a good album, man.
But Mayweather, man, started the bout with John Gotti III. They got it they're supposed to be an 8 rounds, 2 minutes, 8-round exhibition. They got to the 6th round, some words were exchanged. John Gotti kept holding Mayweather. He kept clinching him, holding him. And I mean, like they put him in a headlock, and the referee said, "Hey, man, let go." He kept holding him longer and longer each time the referee tried to break him up. It got to one point, the referee said, "Man, fight over." I'm telling you to let the man go. You're not letting him go. He said, fight over. Mayweather said something to John Gotti III. John Gotti III pushed the referee out the way and tried to swing on Mayweather for a real fight. Mayweather smiled, dodged, and then Mayweather's entourage stormed the ring. They stormed the ring. They wanted John Gotti III head. His corner got him, put him in his corner and got in front of him. And the boy, and Mayweather team, the money team, was trying to get to that dude. They snuck him out the ring, and Mayweather people, man, jumped over the ropes, over the tables, chasing that dude through the crowd. The whole, man, it was money team, people all in the ring, people taking selfies, people all over the stage. It got super ratchet. You know what I'm saying? So it like they are, like I said before, they already paint us as like we're animals. That whole event displayed
unprofessionalism. It was unprofessional,
bro. It wasn't no black excellence nowhere in there.
But this is well, do you know me? I'm Mr. Conspiracy Man. I think personally, it was a ploy to set up another fight. Because now there's controversy. The fight was never, no decision was made on the fight. It just ended, abruptly.
It's exhibition. Ain't no decision made in the exhibition. They just raised both people's hands and say good fight.
Yeah, but you still have a opinion. Like, oh,
and Mayweather,
opinion in it.
Mayweather got the power. He can set them up anytime.
Yeah, but but the thing about it now is it's gonna make it more watchable now. You know what I'm saying? Because now it's conflict involved.
I don't think they'll ever do it again.
I think it's gonna be a part.
Not with him.
I think it's gonna be a part 2.
And what's crazy is that he's been doing these exhibitions, but he's been doing mostly them overseas.
Yeah, but I mean personally, I think it was just a marketing ploy for them to set up to get another big payday. You know, that's how I feel about it. I could be wrong.
The man gonna make money regardless. Because he ain't fought Jake Paul. He fought the big brother.
Yeah, like I said, like I said, man, like you gotta. The reason why Conor,
he can fight that little dude.
Yeah, but now there's drama. Now you done set a stage. Now you get what I'm saying. Now it's my camp against your camp. We're gonna rerun it back. It's gonna be blood. You can run that so many different ways to make money.
I don't know. He don't need to because that dude's a nobody. And Mayweather's like he could do that with anybody, anytime.
Yeah, but that dude's John Gotti's son. Now you done made it.
Yeah,
but I don't know if he's John Gotti. Is he John Gotti's son? Is he related to the Gottis or?
That's the way he was portraying it.
Okay,
you had to look into it, but that's the way he was portraying it. He's John Gotti the third.
Yeah, but I think it was a pay-per-view ratings ploy to me. That's just me though. That's just me.
Yeah, but some people actually got hurt. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Some people got smushed, pushed, squashed. I was like, it was horrible. But I'm just saying, like the whole venue, the acts.
Oh yeah, I agree with you on that. The quality of the show and stuff.
The commercials, the promotion of certain products. Man, it was horrible.
Yeah, it was it wasn't up to par. Most definitely not. I agree with you on that, but I still think it was a marketing employee on Floyd's part.
Another thing too, man, like it's like, okay, we got people around the world in worse situations than we are. Yeah. I'm a travel man. Like poor in other countries is different from the poor here in America. How is it that other people that look like us, tend not to act like that? They can still hold themselves in a like more respectable way or manner, even though they poorer than us and got worse situations. It's
because they were raised to be, they were raised in a community to look out for one another.
Yeah,
we don't have that anymore.
Oh man, I was raised in the ghetto, man. This is my environment, man. Yeah. You got people in worse situations than that around the world, and they still hold themselves.
But they still have our community's been broken. They still have a community. They still, even though they poor, they in it together.
Yeah.
Now, us, we get a person to get a little bit of money or a little bit of success. They forget about where they come from. Not all of them. I ain't gonna say all of them, but some of them do. They don't come back and support the community. So.
Yeah, but it's kind of crazy, man, because they tell you got some people, man, get money, get away.
Yeah, but you have to, because of the community, you have to.
Yeah.
Because look what happens when you stay in your city.
Numerous times.
Jealousy and envy. And next thing you know, that person's dead,
Mm-hmm.
Little Bootsy said the best. He said he got out of there. He had too many people jealous and envy of him in his own neighborhood,
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. So you gotta leave your hometown because always be somebody close to you, somebody from your hometown.
Yeah, he said that.
Hypnotize or hate.
Where he at now? He just a star. He ain't. Them people don't know. No.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't the same thing. You know how it is. People be hating on you.
Mm-hmm.
Especially when you come from the same city, same town. Something like
yourself. Man, they're supposed to be me.
Yeah.
Man, they're supposed to be me. I'm better than him.
Yep.
Like Boosie say, he say, now your girl like my music. Now you can't listen to it because you
yeah.
Oh man. I hope your girl like my music. It's available right now. Please win. Yeah.
But yeah, man, it's just this society we live in, man. We, like I said, man, we ain't the most perfect country, but we ain't the worst. So
yeah, it's true.
So as far as living in freedoms, we're not the worst. Morally, we need to work on that, man. We done lost our way morally.
Yeah. Man. Like we say, man, hit the like button, share, subscribe, comment. You know what I'm saying? If you like to advertise with you guys, man, hit us at mcabwpodcast@gmail.com. We can promote your products, man. You can sponsor us. Do some partnerships with us. Man, we can promote your product, man.
See, I got all this empty space on my wall. I'm waiting for a sponsor.
Yeah, we good. Yeah, so come on with it. Man, shout out to CTR Media, for giving us this platform and convincing us to start this podcast and get it going and keep it going. Shout out to Sheet Trucking. Shout out to King David with the King Start of the Day. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to our other two crew members that couldn't be here right now. Hoverman Cop and LDC1. Shout out. And man, what's the you got any last thoughts for the people, bro?
Oh yeah, my last thought is man, that's gonna be my last thoughts, man. Not everybody gonna be straight up with you. If you do find that person along your journey that's gonna be real with you, man, try to hold on to that person, man. This don't be a jump ship. Nobody's perfect, man. We all have flaws, so we all can need to work on them, but we all got flaws, man. Try to stick with that person, stick it out, man.
Yeah, and I'm gonna say, man, the name of this episode was Fatal Attraction: When Men Choose Risky Relationships. Assess the risk in a relationship. If you can see the red flags before you jump into it, man, and avoid it. If the red flags start popping up and too many the red flags outweighing the good, remove yourself if you can. Sometimes love makes us blind. And like they say, you can't see the forest for the trees, and you just be out there, this person gonna change, I can make this person change. Sometimes people really show you who they are.
Believe them when they do show you.
Yeah, believe them. A lot of times they say that truth serum, man, people tell the truth when they get that truth serum, they look in their system,
Yeah.
When people get money, they start showing the real them.
Yeah.
Believe them when they show you who they are. And man, avoid that risk of, possibly being tied to somebody for 18 years with a child with somebody you didn't want or you don't love or you didn't care for.
Yeah.
That child is gonna hurt the child the most.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then now you coming out your pockets for 18 years. This dude possibly gonna be paying $20,000-$40,000 a month.
Yeah, if not more, depending on what state.
If not more. Yeah, he in Louisiana. Yeah. If I'm mistaken, in Louisiana, somebody else can have a kid with your woman and you still married and you responsible.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's your name on a birth certificate. If I'm not mistaken, because I know some people from Louisiana that had to deal with some stuff like that. So, man, make wise decisions, protect yourself, protect your future. You got T Swin and you got
J Bean.
Yes, sir. And this is the Men Can't Always Be Wrong podcast. And we are out. Thank y'all for rocking with us. See you next time.
CTR Media Network is now accepting new podcasters to join our growing network that's reaching 350 million global listeners. Have you heard? CTR Media Network offers podcast production, podcast training, distribution, and product placement. Book us for your next event or schedule an interview with CTR Media Network podcasters today. To learn more, go to ctrmedianetwork.com.
You know what I'm talking about? I don't know. Do you think about me? Smoking on trees, sipping on Hennessy. Switching lane throw, had to hit the high beam. Almost bit the siren, so my baby started to scream. Told her calm down, cause you know I got that lean. Gasoline in the tank, and you know I dropped the screen. Peanut butter on the seats, that's the mix that makes it cream. Getting top, different eye, we about to make a scene. You on top, we don't stop, this is what you see in dreams.
There's a new sheriff coming to a city near you, and I'm well on the mission to bring the new era to policing that will change everything that you know it as it relates to communicating, assisting, helping, delivering the correct and justified acts to remove crimes and to help you as a citizen against every crime that comes against you with the solutions to impact your community, your city, and generations to come with CPIIA, Citizens and Police Immediate Interactive Assistance. I cannot do this on my own. I need your help, and we together can for certainly make the change needed for a better city, a better country, for a better future.